Have you ever stood still in the quiet of the night, listening to the hum of the universe, and wondered why abundance seems to flow so easily into some people's lives, while others remain stuck in cycles of struggle? Have you ever looked at your own life, at the dreams you once held close, and felt a pang of regret, a longing, a question echoing softly in your heart, "Why not me?" Let's begin this journey by pausing, taking a breath, and feeling into the truth of this moment. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a vast, shimmering ocean. The waves roll in, slow and rhythmic, brushing the sand at your feet. The horizon stretches infinitely before you, a meeting point of sky and sea that whispers of endless possibilities. The air is warm, fragrant with salt, and as you close your eyes, you feel it, the pulsing energy of life, the quiet hum of abundance waiting, just waiting to flow into your world. But there's something else too, a quiet resistance, like a stone lodged in your heart. A belief. A phrase you've spoken so many times you hardly hear it anymore. These words, they are like invisible chains, wrapped around your soul, tightening every time you speak them. They shape your reality, mold your choices, and keep you small. Today, we're going to unravel those chains. We're going to explore the 5 phrases rich people never say, because they know at the deepest level that these words are not just harmless. They are poison to abundance, silent killers of dreams. And as we move through each one, I invite you to pause, to breathe, and to feel the shift inside you as these old patterns begin to dissolve. This is Zen Companion, where spiritual stillness fuels abundant living. Before we continue this journey, I invite you to pause for a moment and breathe in the depth of this message. If you feel a spark within, if these words have touched a part of your soul that seeks to awaken, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's not just a simple click, it's a gesture of support for this shared path of wisdom, where together we explore the power of healing, energy, and the mysteries of life. Your presence here is valuable, and when you engage, you help this message ripple out into the world. I would also love to hear from you in the comments. Share the mantra, "My words heal, uplift, and illuminate." Let's anchor this powerful energy together, as a community of souls who understand that every word we speak shapes our reality. Your voice has the power to uplift, to heal, and to inspire, and by sharing this mantra, you help co-create a field of kindness, compassion, and transformation. Feel free to reflect on how this mantra resonates with you, or how you feel your words have shaped your own journey. And if you know someone, a friend, a family member, or a fellow seeker, who might resonate with this message, please take a moment to share this video with them. Imagine the ripple effect of spreading light through your simple act of sharing. Together, we weave a web of connection, a tapestry of awareness that can reach far beyond what we can see. Let's keep walking this path, side by side, with hearts open and souls ignited by the power of our words. Thank you for being here. Let's continue, with love and presence. The first phrase rich people never say is, "I can't afford that." How many times have you said those words, perhaps without even thinking? They slip off the tongue so easily, don't they? Yet each time we say them, we close a door. Not just to a purchase or a goal, but to the entire flow of abundance itself. "I can't afford that" is a declaration to the universe, a signal that we are not open to receive. It's a contraction, a shrinking back from possibility. But what if, instead, we shifted that phrase to something more expansive, like, "How can I afford that?" Do you feel the difference? One is a dead end. The other is an open door, an invitation for creativity, for solutions, for the unexpected to unfold. Rich people understand this truth deeply. They know that money is not just currency, it is energy. and energy flows where attention goes. When we say, "I can't afford that," we anchor our awareness in lack, in a story of separation from abundance. It's as if a door quietly closes, and with it, the natural flow of inspiration, options, and unseen support begins to wither. That simple phrase becomes a quiet whisper of limitation that echoes through our choices, shaping the way we move through the world. But something shifts when the question changes. When we gently ask, "How can I afford that?" we invite life to speak back. We step into a space of wonder, not of worry. This is not about forcing answers, but about awakening a deeper connection to the river of possibilities always moving beneath the surface. The question itself becomes an opening, an invitation to align with creativity, resourcefulness, and divine timing. There is a subtle difference between resisting what we think we lack and allowing ourselves to dream beyond what seems possible. In one path, the heart feels heavy. In the other, it begins to lift. When the inner voice dares to believe that something more is available, not just for others but also within one's own reach, the landscape of life begins to shift. This is not about pretending everything is easy or dismissing the very real challenges that may arise. It is about learning to see through a softer lens, a lens that recognizes energy as a dance, not a destination. Abundance doesn't shout, it whispers. And it often arrives not when we demand it, but when we gently make space for it. The question, "How can I afford that?" is not only financial. It touches every area of life. It might become, "How can I make room for more peace?" Or "How can I feel more supported?" Each question, asked with sincerity and quiet trust, becomes a bridge, from fear to faith, from contraction to expansion, from scarcity to soul. When energy flows with intention and gentleness, life begins to respond in unexpected ways. New doors quietly open, often not with fanfare, but with a quiet sense of rightness, as though they had always been waiting, just beyond the edge of belief. And so, it's not about chasing more, but about being available for more. Being willing to let go of the old stories of limitation and step into a way of living that honors both the material and the unseen. Where money is not simply a number, but a reflection of trust, alignment, and the quiet power of asking the right question. Pause for a moment. Feel into this shift. Imagine a door swinging open in your heart, light pouring in, and the sense of endless opportunity flooding your mind. This is the power of your words. They are spells. And the words you speak shape the world you live in. The second phrase rich people never say is, "I'm too old to start." This one is especially tender for many of us, especially women. Society tells us that after a certain age, our time has passed, that it's too late to dream, too late to begin again. But that's a lie that has been handed down through generations, whispered into the ears of our mothers and grandmothers, shaping the stories of entire lineages. The truth is, you are not too old. The lotus blooms in the mud, reminding us that beauty often rises from what appears to be the darkest of places. It teaches that even when life feels heavy or tangled, there is always the possibility of blooming, softly, gently, in perfect timing. The tree that bears the sweetest fruit often takes the longest to grow, its roots reaching deep into the earth, anchoring it through storms and seasons, while its branches stretch slowly toward the sky. That patience, that quiet strength, holds a wisdom that cannot be rushed. And the soul knows no age. It is timeless, eternal, forever capable of new beginnings. It is never limited by the lines that may appear on the skin or the number of years marked on a calendar. The soul whispers through the heart, reminding that there is always more to discover, more to create, more to feel. The seasons of life may change, but the essence remains, a quiet, steady light that does not fade but continues to glow softly, like the ember of a fire waiting to be gently stirred. When we forget this, it can feel as if opportunities have passed, as if doors have quietly closed without us noticing. But the truth is, life often waits for a moment of stillness, a quiet shift in awareness, to reveal a new path. It may not look like the paths of the past, and it may not move at the same pace, but it holds the same potential for joy, for connection, for the deep satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with what is true. Every breath, every moment, carries the possibility of renewal. Just as the earth turns toward the sun each morning, so too can the heart turn toward what nourishes it. The soul is always ready to grow, always capable of transforming pain into wisdom, regret into grace, and fear into quiet courage. It asks only that we listen, not with judgment, but with tenderness. So let the idea of too old fall away like leaves in autumn, releasing what no longer serves. Let it drift quietly into the wind, making space for what is real, the presence of this moment, the energy of possibility, the unshakable truth that the soul is forever blooming, no matter the season. Consider this: Grandma Moses, the renowned folk artist, didn't start painting until she was in her 70s. Anna Mary Robertson Moses, known as Grandma Moses, created thousands of paintings in her later years, some of which are now displayed in major museums. Imagine if she had told herself she was too old. What dreams have you placed on a shelf, whispering, maybe in another life? What gifts are waiting, still unopened, because you believed it was too late? Pause. Reflect. Feel the pulse of life within you. This is your time. As Eckhart Tolle reminds us, the past has no power over the present moment. And in this moment, you are free to begin. The third phrase rich people never say is, "I don't have time." This one is tricky. It feels so true, doesn't it? The demands of daily life can feel overwhelming, especially for women, caregivers, nurturers, the glue holding families and communities together. And yet, "I don't have time" is one of the most limiting beliefs we can hold. Time is not a gift that simply appears. It is a living creation, shaped gently by the way we choose to move through each day. It breathes and flows, stretching wide when we allow space for stillness, and tightening when we fill it with hurry and distraction. There is a quiet power in this understanding, a knowing that moments are not merely measured by clocks but by the depth of presence we bring to them. In this sacred rhythm, time becomes a canvas where life's richest colors are painted, a precious thread woven into the fabric of our existence. Those who have walked a path of abundance hold this truth close, treating time as one might treat a fragile, sacred flower, protecting it with care, nurturing it with intention. They recognize that saying yes to one experience, one commitment, one moment, gently folds away other possibilities. This is not a loss but a sacred selection, a mindful honoring of what truly matters. Clarity blooms from this choice, revealing a map of priorities that guides the heart and mind alike. In this space of deliberate focus, time feels expansive rather than fleeting. It is not a hurried race but a graceful dance, where each step is chosen with awareness and purpose. The moments spent in quiet reflection, in joyful connection, or in meaningful work become vessels of richness, carrying with them the energy of intention. Such moments ripple outward, influencing not only what we accomplish but also how deeply we feel alive. There is a gentle invitation here to become guardians of time, to cultivate a tenderness toward the minutes that pass, knowing that each one holds the potential for healing, growth, and renewal. When time is guarded wisely, it becomes a sanctuary, an inner refuge where the soul can breathe and the spirit can soar. It is within this sacred space that true wealth unfolds, not measured by possessions, but by the fullness of experience and the peace that accompanies presence. The dance of time invites a balance between movement and rest, between action and stillness. It whispers that life's true rhythm is found not in endless busyness, but in the thoughtful pauses where wisdom gathers. These pauses offer the chance to realign with what is essential, to release what no longer serves, and to step forward with a heart that is clear and open. In this way, time is both a gift and a creation, a reflection of the care we offer ourselves and the world around us. It reminds us that every moment is an opportunity to choose what nourishes the soul and to let go of what distracts from our deepest purpose. This mindful dance with time is a quiet act of reverence, a tender unfolding of life's most precious resource. So let me ask you, where in your life are you giving away your time to things that drain your energy, that do not align with your soul's purpose? What would happen if you began to say no to what no longer serves you, and yes to the dreams that light you up inside? Pause. Feel into that. Imagine your time as a garden. Are you watering the weeds, or are you nourishing the seeds that will grow into the life you long for? The fourth phrase rich people never say is "that's too risky." Oh, how many of us have been taught to fear risk, to play it safe, to stay small, to color inside the lines. But here's the secret: staying in the same place is often the biggest risk of all. Risk is not merely a moment of uncertainty, it is the gentle invitation to step beyond the familiar and into the vast landscape of possibility. It is the quiet courage that stirs within when the known falls away and the horizon shifts into mystery. This leap, though it may awaken the flutter of nerves or the quickening of the heart, holds a sacred promise, the promise of growth, transformation, and unfolding. It is in these tender moments of vulnerability that the soul stretches, reaching toward new light and deeper wisdom. There is a profound trust woven into the fabric of risk, a soft assurance that, even when the way forward is shrouded in shadow, life is not abandoning us but guiding us gently. This trust does not demand certainty or a clear map. Rather, it asks only that we place one foot before the other, honoring the strength found in the very act of moving forward. Each step taken into the unknown becomes a sacred gesture of faith, a quiet declaration that life's deepest gifts often lie just beyond the edge of comfort. In the sacred space between fear and hope, risk becomes a teacher, revealing parts of ourselves previously hidden, unlocking reservoirs of resilience and grace. It whispers that growth is never found in stillness alone, but in the willingness to embrace change with an open heart. Like the seed that must crack open to release its life, risk breaks the shell of limitation, allowing new dreams to take root and blossom. This journey through uncertainty is often accompanied by a delicate balance, a dance between holding on and letting go. It asks for patience with the unfolding process, compassion for moments of doubt, and a gentle reminder that every step, no matter how small, carries meaning. The path may not be clear, but it is alive with potential, illuminated by the quiet light of inner knowing. To risk is to honor the sacred rhythm of life's unfolding, embracing both its beauty and its mystery. It is an act of love toward oneself, a tender trust that the universe supports those willing to grow. In this sacred leap, the heart expands, the spirit awakens, and the journey toward greater wholeness begins anew, ever unfolding, ever radiant, ever hopeful. Rich people understand that risk is not something to fear, but something to embrace. They see it as an ally, a teacher, a guide. And they know that the greatest rewards often come from the boldest steps. So I ask you, what risks have you been avoiding? What dreams have you held back from pursuing because it felt too scary, too uncertain? Breathe into that fear. Let it move through you. And then, take the step anyway. As Buddha said, the trouble is, you think you have time. Don't wait. Life is happening now. The fifth phrase rich people never say is, "I'll be happy when." This is perhaps the most dangerous belief of all, the idea that happiness is a destination we reach after achieving some goal, acquiring something, or reaching some milestone. It's a mirage that keeps us chasing, but never arriving. Rich people understand that happiness is not a destination. It's a state of being. It's cultivated in the now, in the small moments, the way sunlight dances through the trees, the warmth of a cup of tea in your hands, the laughter of a child, the quiet satisfaction of a day well lived. They practice gratitude, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a daily, sacred ritual. They find joy in the journey, not just in the outcome. And they understand that when we shift our energy into gratitude, we attract more to be grateful for. So I ask you, what are you waiting for to be happy? What conditions have you placed on your joy? Pause, breathe, and feel into this moment, the only moment that truly exists. Let happiness bloom here now, like a wildflower growing in the cracks of the sidewalk. As we reflect on these 5 powerful shifts, I can't afford that, I'm too old to start, I don't have time, that's too risky, and I'll be happy when. Can you feel the energy within you changing? Can you sense the ancestral patterns, the old stories passed down through generations, beginning to loosen their grip? You carry the dreams of the women who came before you. You are here to heal the stories of lack, of limitation, of playing small. You are here to speak words of power, words of abundance, words that open doors and light the path for others. So I ask you softly, gently, what words do you speak over your life each day? Are they words of healing or words of harm? Are they creating a story of expansion or of contraction? And what new words can you begin to speak right now that will seed a new story for your life? Let me leave you with this image. Imagine your life as a garden. The seeds you plant are the thoughts you think, the words you speak, the beliefs you hold. If you plant "I can't," "it's too late," or "I don't have time," what kind of garden will grow? But if you begin to plant seeds of possibility, "I am capable," "it's never too late," "I create time for what matters," what might blossom in your life? You are not too old. You are not too late. You are not trapped by the past. Every breath is a chance to begin again. Every moment is a fresh start. As Eckhart Tolle reminds us, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. Thank you for being here, for listening, for allowing these words to settle into your heart. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to share it with your sisters, your daughters, your friends, because together, we are not just changing our own stories, but healing the stories of all the women who came before us, and lighting the way for those who will come after. You are the seed of abundance. You are the beginning of a new story. And you are so deeply loved. Thank you from the depths of my heart for taking the time to immerse yourself in this sacred space and appreciate the message shared here. Your presence is a beautiful gift, and it fuels the light we are spreading together. If this video resonated with your soul, I invite you to gently press the like button and subscribe to the channel, so we can continue this journey of healing, awakening, and growth side by side. Every small act of support creates a ripple of energy that nourishes this collective path. I encourage you now to share your intention in the comments by writing the mantra, "My words heal, uplift, and illuminate." Let these words be a gentle reminder of the power we each hold to transform our inner world and the reality around us. When you speak or write them, you plant seeds of compassion and light that blossom within and beyond yourself. Your voice is essential, and together, through this shared practice, we create a sanctuary of peace and empowerment. If you feel this message has touched your heart, please consider sharing it with others who might also resonate deeply with these truths. Whether a friend, family member, or someone quietly seeking hope, your simple act of sharing can light their path as well. Let us continue weaving this tapestry of connection and love, nurturing the sacred energy that flows through all of us. Thank you for being part of this journey. May your words always carry healing, upliftment, and illumination. Until next time, keep walking in your light.